Well, the waiting game continues, but the storms are getting closer and closer and closer. Right now, it's quiet east of Highway 65, west of Highway 65, showers. And once you get to I-49 and west of I-49, we've got clusters of severe storms. We did have a cluster of severe warning storms moving into the Nevada area. That warning has since been lifted. Still watching this closely. It looks like on the southwest edge of this, back on the Kansas side of the border, there's some rotation showing up, so we'll be watching that. Again, tornado watch is in effect for western Missouri, eastern Kansas into the evening hours. Further south, this was a tornado warned storm. And radar actually picked up debris with that storm, so confirmed tornado warning now in northeast Oklahoma. That storm has since weakened a bit, or at least the circulation itself has weakened as it continues to progress toward northwest Arkansas. Here's what we're looking at. It looks like it's the full trifecta. I mean, we're looking at a risk of tornadoes weighted toward the west this evening in terms of stronger tornadoes especially. Also, the hail risk is going to be weighted toward the west. That's where the largest hail possibilities are going to be, maybe up to tennis ball size. And then the wind risk is also has a tendency to be weighted toward the west. But I think as these clusters of storms grow into more of a line of storms, there will definitely be a risk into our eastern counties for damaging winds and also a risk of embedded tornadoes. Can't rule out also maybe some pockets of hail, but I think the hail threat certainly is going to be more weighted toward western Missouri, northwest Arkansas earlier in the evening. Here's our hour-by-hour forecast. Looking at how things progress, this is 8 o'clock. Notice how it's still kind of hodgepodge. We've got these clusters of storms kind of up and down Highway 65, stretching back into northwest Arkansas. Certainly a risk of severe weather with these storms. As we work through 10, 11 o'clock, notice how the emphasis is going to be between Highway 65 and approaching Highway 63 at that point. And notice now we've got more of a line, and that's going to continue to push east through our eastern counties through late evening. And I think between midnight and 1 a.m., that risk of severe weather, most of it is going to exit off to the east. And for the remainder of the night, while there could be some showers and possibly even a thunderstorm or two, the risk for tornadoes, I think, will be over with at that point. Although if we do get a stronger storm after 1 a.m., it could certainly produce maybe some hail. Looking at tomorrow's forecast, I think there will be some lingering showers to start the day. Otherwise, as we get into the afternoon, there may be a narrow window where showers and thunderstorms may try to fire up along the cold front as it's clearing our eastern counties. There will be a limited risk. This would be about through 3 o'clock. I think the risk is mainly going to be hail with those storms if they develop, but the overall risk, I do want to stress, looks pretty low. And notice how it's focused toward Highway 63 and east of Highway 63. Looking at rainfall, that is going to be another issue. The atmosphere has a lot of moisture in it right now, so these storms are going to be able to produce very high rainfall rates. And because of the repetitive nature of thunderstorms this evening, looks like we are going to have a risk of many locations picking up a quick 1 to 2 inches of rain, but there are going to be pockets that could see in excess of 3 inches in a short period of time, and that could lead to some flash flooding concerns. There is a flood watch in effect through 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Down to about 61 for a low, so we'll cool it off with the rain moving through, and then for tomorrow we'll find highs ranging from it looks like the low 70s west to maybe mid to upper 70s across our eastern and southeastern counties. Tomorrow night we dip down into the upper 40s and low 50s, and then on Wednesday, beautiful day expected with mostly sunny skies and highs in the low to mid 70s. Now we'll keep this mild, quiet pattern going through Thursday into Friday, but it looks like we'll get back into a wet pattern. It's probably starting on Friday and lasting through this upcoming holiday weekend, so not good timing. I can say, even though that looks like a very stormy forecast, and I think it could be stormy at times, I think that the severe weather risk will tend to be focused around hail possibilities with any stronger storms this coming weekend as opposed to the risk of tornadoes like we have this evening.
Well, you had been telling us for days now that Monday was going to be the day, and now it looks like it. So before folks go to bed tonight, you think for the most part in the western counties they will be okay?
I think west of Highway 65, I think we'll be able to kind of dial back that severe weather risk before folks go to bed tonight. But east of Highway 65, I think it will continue through probably midnight to 1 a.m.
Okay, good to know. Thank you, Jamie. And that brings us to our question.